guys are having a great day. I'm here at the Tagbilaran Seaport in Bohol. We're getting ready to head back to Dumaguete by way of Siquijor. I thought I'd make this video for you guys. I had made a video about this same subject about a year and a half ago on my previous channel. And just now, a gentleman had made a comment on my channel. I had answered his question, and another person said that I was too harsh on him. I'm not being harsh. I'm just being, I guess, realistic and how I feel. And this is just my opinion. It's nobody else's. So this is for all the Asian guys out there. All right, I'm going to read this question, okay? I see a lot of videos, and this from Barangay. I really like his question, and there's some discussions about it. It says, I see a lot of videos about white and black foreigners. My question to you is, how are Asian Americans received over there? I'm thinking of putting my boots on the ground soon, but don't want to do it if I'm not their type. If I'm not their type, I'm not gonna put my boots on the ground in the Philippines if I'm not their type. I'll give you a couple examples before I share my example. I did talk to a guy in Dumaguete, and he's Caucasian. I played pickleball with him. His name is Daryl. He mentioned this to me. He's retired. He's got a couple of 20-year-old kids, and he's a southern guy from the US, but he married a Korean woman. When you're Caucasian or black, when the Filipinas sees you, they recognize you immediately. They go, oh, foreigners, and then they're going to come towards you, right? So he had that going for him this whole time here in the Philippines, and which is what a lot of Caucasians have. You know, the Filipinos, they see your skin color, and they go, oh, he's a foreigner. And number one thing is they like, I think I made the video about it, money is one of them. They're gonna gravitate towards it just by looking at you. You may not even be rich, and they're gonna just come towards you. Your skin color, oh my gosh, if I love that white looking skin, and that's all commercialized here. I mean, they really push that thing on television. And the mixed baby, and maybe I will have a beautiful baby if I married a foreigner. So being white or black, you're gonna have Filipinos come towards you because they notice you. Well, us Asian guys, once again, someone asked me, and I'm an Asian guy too. Just in case you guys haven't noticed, I got my sunglasses on, and I have my surgery, blepharoplasty. It's almost, well, it's done, but the healing process is going through, and I'm thinking about maybe another 10 days I'll look normal or abnormal. But anyway, let's get back to the topic. I'm going to keep my sunglasses on, and I'm going to walk around the seaport too. Hopefully they don't kick me out. So Daryl, he was so excited, and his kid lived in the US, and he was living here. He was divorced from the Korean lady, and now they're older. So he goes, hey, come on guys. So he asked his kids to come to the Philippines. He thought that the Filipinas will be gravitating towards his kids just like they were gravitating to him, because he's a tall, white, Caucasian guy. Well, guess what? Those 20-year-old sons of his in the 20s, they didn't get the same reception as he did. And what he realized was his kids look Asian. So, Barangay, I understand your concern on whether your if the Filipino women will gravitate towards you when you're here. That's number one example that I can give to you. The second example was, and I think I answered it to Barangay on the comment, was I had another subscriber who said he was here for maybe 2 weeks with his buddies. Of course, they were white, and all the girls were gravitating towards his buddies. And he's kind of like walking around, he's an Asian American, he's going, man, I'm here for a couple of weeks and all the women wants to be with him. I said, well, yeah, you know, you're standing right next to a guy that's white, and they think that white people have money, or foreigners, and they're gonna get most of the attention. That said, and this is how I answered Barangay, I've been here for 18 years. You know, there's about 120 million people here. 18 years, and this is how I answered him. I said, I've dated more beautiful Filipinas than I can even count. And once again, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. But I'm telling you, I didn't have any problem dating girls in the U.S. My ex-wife was a beauty queen, and she participated in the Pennsylvania Miss USA pageant. Anyway, I can go on and on with beautiful women in the U.S., and I can go on and on with beautiful women here in the Philippines. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Why do I not have that problem with Filipino women or American women? Or some of you guys feel like the Filipino women are not as attracted to you as Caucasian. I think it's all in an attitude and how you carry yourself. And you know, maybe the Caucasian guy may be able to attract 100 girls. Well, I'm gonna get about 50 of them, I guarantee you. So 50 girls is not bad. There's just so many women here, so you're not gonna have to deal with, I mean, I don't get it, and I don't see it. I've never had the problem. But I could tell you this, if you go online, you know, and the girls are online and they're looking for a white Caucasian guy, well, then they're gonna pass you over because you're not even on their criteria. Over here, once you're here, I don't think that matters, because your presence here physically is more important than some Caucasian guy online somewhere else in another country. So your advantage is to be here. I don't mean if you're here for a couple of weeks and then you're gone, because you don't get the chance to see all the women. But when you're here, you socialize with the locals, you get to know the people, you understand the culture, you understand the women, you're walking around. This is how it changes the minute when I'm talking to someone. And like I said, when I'm talking to someone, I don't speak like a Filipino, and I don't know what that means, right? A certain type of accent. I look Asian. I'm walking around and I look just like a Filipino. So the Filipinos, they just pass me by as if I don't exist, because they're looking for that Caucasian guy. I'm giving you some real life example here. I go through that all the time when I'm here. And I've gone through that for the last 18 years. But the minute that I open my mouth and I start talking, they'll go, hey, you're not Filipino. I said, well, no, I'm not. I'm actually Taiwanese American. I was born in Taiwan. I'm actually not even Taiwanese. I'm one of the original island person of Taiwan. I belong to the Atayal tribe. Whichever way you pronounce it, you can Google it, you'll see it. I think there's like maybe 50,000 of us left from the original tribes. There were 7 tribes. But so I'm not even Filipino, but I have that Asian look. And Filipinos, they're programmed, right? They're programmed to look, oh, the rich guys are the white guys. The rich guys are the black guys. Oh, Asian guys, well, they look just like Filipino. Chances are he's not even rich. I get that comment all the time. And this is what they say. Oh, sir, I'm sorry. I thought you were Filipino. I say, I'm sorry, I'm not Filipino. Guess what happens? The minute that they find out I'm not Filipino, for some reason, that switch goes on. Oh, he's not Filipino. He's a foreigner. Maybe he has money. And maybe he doesn't. Now their minds start thinking, oh, well then, he's a nice guy. So you're there physically, and your personality, the way you are, whether you're a good person or a bad person, they are gonna figure you out. And the minute they figure you out, they're gonna decide whether they like you or not. And all of a sudden, that skin color thing goes out the window. That's why I said, your presence here changes everything. When you're online, they have all the commercials that said, hey, you know what? It's cool to be whiter. You got a lighter skin. They even sell makeup to make them look white. I mean, the Filipinos are really into whiteness, the skin color. They're not prejudiced. Okay, it's not a white, black, Asian thing. I don't think it's prejudice. I think it's a preconceived notion thing. They've seen their cousin or friend with a Caucasian guy, and that person has a better life. They go, oh, well then that means all Caucasian guys, if I date them, will be able to take care of me, which is not true, right? Some of us are on Social Security, and our Social Security is not that great. And some of us have Social Security that, yeah, a lot more than the guy that retired early or did not put as much money in his Social Security account when he was working. And some of us have a savings account, 401ks, and then some of us have pensions. So if you add all that up, it doesn't matter what you look like. It depends on how you chose to live your life and how you chose to save when you were younger. So my main point is, for Mr. Barangay, come over here. Just come to the Philippines. Like I did. I didn't know anything about the Philippines. My buddies say, Sam, just go. I said, what the heck am I going to do in Philippines? I'm doing well here in the U.S. I've gone through a terrible divorce, but yeah, I never had problems meeting girls. But I came here not knowing anything about the Philippine culture. I just came here because he said he'll set me up. He got a buddy here that works, he sells books. He sold books to college students. So he knew a lot of younger people, college people. And he would set me up with some of the girls that he knew. I definitely would not have been lonely. That I have met a couple of girls online, and that's kind of set me up for the next 18 years. The first girl I met, I remember, you have to think about this. I just went through a terrible divorce, and my best friend says, hey, you need to go to the Philippines, and the Filipino women are great. They will, they're just good-hearted. They will cheer you up. So he knew that was going to happen. But I didn't know that was going to happen, right? I knew nothing about the Philippines. And I said, oh, no, I'm still in love with my ex-wife. I don't want to go to the Philippines. I was really depressed. So he goes, just go. I said, okay. I come to the Philippines. The first girl I met was so sweet. She was beautiful, gorgeous, young. She was in her 20s. Here I am in my 40s. My gosh, I fell in love with that girl immediately. I was here for 2 weeks. On my way back home, I called my buddy up and I said, hey, Johnny. He goes, what? I said, I just came back from the Philippines. He goes, well, how was your trip? I said, man, I met the most beautiful Filipino in the world, the sweetest Filipino in the world, and I'm gonna marry that girl. He goes, what? Just last month, you were so depressed and you didn't want to go, and he goes, don't marry her. Don't even think about it. Just go back, understand the people, enjoy the culture. Well, guess what? 18 years later, I am still understanding the culture, still understanding the women, I almost got married once. But I figured out that, hey, Sam, you've been married and divorced 3 times in the U.S. I don't want to make another Filipina, or I don't want to make a Filipina my 4th ex-wife. Not because the Filipinas, I hope you guys are watching this, is the reason I'm not married is because of me. I just don't think I want to put that 4th divorce on a Filipina, and hopefully someday when I'm ready, I may get married again. But as of now, being married is the furthest thing from my mind. Hopefully my rant for the last 20 minutes will help barangay or any other Asian guy that wants to come to the Philippines and think that Filipinas are attracted only to Caucasian guys, or more Caucasian guys than Asian guys. 60-70 million Filipinas in the Philippines. Come on, all you need is one. You don't need all of them. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope this video helps barangay and any other Asian guy or Caucasian guy that's out there. And you guys have a great day, and we'll see you on my next rant. Bye-bye.